Hello, welcome back. This session we will continue to Module 1, Quality and Quality Control. We will go with Chapter 1, The Birth of Quality. Ensuring maximum customer satisfaction stands as a paramount necessity for anything done, given, bought, or sold in the financial world. Hence, it is imperative for products and services to meet customers' expectations to enhance their market share. Whenever customers engage in product purchases, they find themselves assessing its worth. They are faced with a decision to proceed with the purchase or refrain from it. The operational aspect of quality entails ensuring that products or services are manufactured or produced in accordance with tailored specifications corresponding to their prices. Only through effective operational procedures that adhere to standards can customers receive the anticipated value from the product or service. So, what kind of a collective understanding urges customers to decide upon purchasing that product or service? This collective understanding is called quality. Quality embodies the anticipated level of service being realized. Prior to making a purchase, customers engage in an evaluation process to ascertain the product's or services worth, pondering over whether the value matches the monetary exchange they are about to make. For this reason, quality is essentially the perception that a customer holds upon receiving a product or service. Marketing and sales play a pivotal role in shaping customers' opinions and their perception of quality, largely contingent upon the product's standards and quality. However, quality does not solely hinge on the efforts of the operations or manufacturing team. Customer expectations also has an influence over the quality of a product or a service. It is for sure that neglecting customer expectations or preferences shall result in low demand and poor sales performance. Additionally, disregarding customer feedback and preferences can lead to a disconnection between the producer and the target market, making it difficult to build brand loyalty and retain customers. Without insight into customer preferences, producers shall struggle to identify opportunities for improvement or to create innovative solutions that resonate with their target audience. The producers shall risk losing market share, damaging their brand reputation, and missing out on valuable opportunities for growth and success in an increasingly competitive market. It is therefore essential for producers to prioritize customer centricity and actively engage with their target audience to ensure that their products and services meet and exceed customer expectations. This quality is the effect of a certain customers. We want something as they receive it. Customers indulge themselves in comparing the received product with their own expectation for that particular product or service. This is regardless of the manufacturer's perception of quality for that product or service. Customer dissatisfaction ensues that the delivered product fails to meet the promises made by the sales and marketing teams, indicating a lack of quality. Consequently, discrepancy exacerbates the divide between the operations or manufacturing team and the sales and the marketing team. So customer expectations should be fulfilled by the quality of the product or service. Customers also expect that products they are purchasing should be as they want, and the service should be properly carried out by an authentic dealer from where he purchased the product. So what is the definition of quality? The definition of quality is ensuring customer satisfaction and loyalty. Hence, quality can be defined in various ways. But among many meanings of the word quality, there are two critical importance to managing for quality. Quality means those features of products which meet customer needs and thereby provide customer satisfaction. In this sense, the meaning of quality is oriented to income. The purpose of such higher quality is to provide greater customer satisfaction, and one hopes to increase income. However, providing more and or better quality features usually requires an investment and hence usually involves creating in cost. Higher quality in this sense usually costs more. Quality means freedom from deficiencies, freedom from errors that require doing work over again. That means rework, or that result in field failures. customer dissatisfaction, customer claims, and so on. In this sense, the meaning of quality is oriented to cost, and higher quality usually costs less. So quality is executing tasks correctly and efficiently, delivering a product that meets its intended purpose, incorporating all features or characteristics of a product contributing to its ability to fulfill a specific need, demonstrating fitness for use. Quality is defined as degree of excellence. It is the price that customers might be willing to pay for a product or a service, offering a product with acceptable quality at a reasonable cost, establishing a standard acceptable to both suppliers and customers. In manufacturing, a measure of excellence or a state of being free from defects and deficiencies is called quality. According to Crosby, quality is conformance to requirements or specifications. This is an ideal definition for quality control teams that need to validate processes, systems, services, and product quality. Depending on the requirements, they can easily validate compliance and identify non-conformities. The problematic part of this definition is that it can offer a biased and subjective view of quality. In many cases, the requirements are little more than the ideas of business stakeholders. Often, there is no objective validation that these ideas give a quality result. Deming stated that the definition of quality is meeting or exceeding customer expectations. According to Uran, quality is a measure of fitness for use. In the mathematical method, quality is defined as the ratio of performance to expectation. If performance is bigger than expectation, it means quality is best. If performance equals to expectation, it means quality is good. If performance is smaller than expectation, it means quality is worse. Quality is a crucial part of many business models. Different definitions of quality have been put forth by economists. According to some economists, quality is synonymous with expensiveness of the product. In other words, the bigger the price of the product, the higher would be its quality. So we come to the concept of quality. The concept of quality is multifaceted and can be interpreted in various ways depending on the context, industry, and stakeholders' involvement. At its core, quality refers to the degree of excellence and superiority inherent in a product, service, process, or experience. It encompasses several dimensions and attributes that contribute to overall satisfaction, value, and effectiveness. Here are some key aspects of the concept of quality. We have 8 factors for the concept of quality. The first one is fitness for purpose. We have here 4 sub-factors. Fitness for purpose entails meeting or exceeding the requirements, needs, and expectations of customers or stakeholders. A product or service is considered of high quality if it performs its intended function reliably, efficiently, and effectively. Fundamental aspect of quality is the ability of a product or service to be fit for the intended purpose. What are the sub-factors then? The first one is alignment with requirements. Fitness for purpose entails aligning the characteristics, features, and performance of a product or service with the specific requirements and specifications and purposes for which it was designed or it was intended. This involves understanding the functional performance and usability requirements of users and ensuring that the product or service effectively addresses those needs. The second sub-factor is functionality and performance. A product or service is considered fit for purpose if it possesses the necessary functionality and performance capabilities to accomplish its intended tasks, functions, or goals. This includes factors such as reliability, accuracy, speed, efficiency, and compatibility with other systems or components. The third sub-factor is user-centric design. Fitness for purpose requires a user-centric approach to design and develop, where the needs, preferences, and capabilities of end users are carefully considered and incorporated into the product or service design. User research, usability design, testing, and feedback mechanisms are essential tools for ensuring that the product or service meets user needs and expectations. The fourth sub-factor is contextual relevance. Fitness for purpose also considers the context in which the product or service will be used, including the environment, conditions, and constraints that may impact its performance or usability. Products or services must be designed and tested to function effectively in real-world scenarios and conditions relevant to their intended use. In some cases, fitness for purpose may require products or services to be adaptable and flexible, capable of accommodating diverse user needs, preferences, and usage scenarios. This may involve providing customization options, configurability, and interoperability with other systems to enhance versatility and utility. The second factor is meeting specifications. It has 4 sub-factors. Quality involves adhering to predefined standards, specifications, or criteria established by industry regulations or organizational policies. Compliance with specifications ensures consistency, reliability, and interoperability of products and services. Meeting specifications is a critical aspect of quality management that focuses on ensuring that a product or service adheres to predefined standards, requirements, or criteria. The first sub-factor, established standards. So we have to find the established standards first. Meeting specifications involves aligning the attributes, features, and performance of a product or service with established standards, specifications, and criteria. These standards can be internal, set by the organization itself, or external, defined by industry regulations, international standard bodies, or customer expectations. The second sub-factor is compliance and conformance. It entails verifying that the product or service meets all specified requirements and parameters, such as dimensions, materials, functionality, performance metrics, safety standards, and legal regulations. Compliance ensures that the product or service conforms to predefined norms and guidelines, reducing the risk of defects, errors, or non-compliance issues. The third sub-factor is quality control processes. Meeting specifications often involves implementing robust quality control processes throughout the product lifecycle, from design and development to manufacturing, testing, and delivery. Quality control measures such as inspections, audits, testing procedures, and documentation reviews are employed to verify compliance with specifications and identify any deviations or nonconformities. The fourth sub-factor is documentation and traceability. It includes documenting and tracking all relevant specifications, requirements, and changes associated with the product or service. This documentation ensures transparency, accountability, and traceability throughout the production process, enabling stakeholders to monitor progress, assess performance, and address any deviations from specifications promptly. The third concept of quality is excellence and superiority. It has 5 sub-factors. Quality represents a commitment to excellence and superiority in all aspects of operations, including design, manufacturing, delivery, and customer service. It entails striving for perfection and consistently seeking ways to enhance performance, features, and value. Excellence and superiority refer to the pursuit of exceptional performance and distinction in products, services, processes, and organizational practices. Here we can have a detailed explanation here. The first sub-factor is commitment to excellence. Excellence involves a relentless commitment to achieving the highest standards of quality, performance, and customer satisfaction. It requires setting ambitious goals, fostering a culture of continuous improvement, and striving for excellence in all aspects of operations and service delivery. The second sub-factor is benchmarking and best practices. Pursuing excellence often entails benchmarking against industry leaders and adopting best practices from top-performing organizations. It involves studying competitors, market trends, and industry benchmarks to identify areas for improvement and emulate successful strategies, processes, or innovations that can elevate performance and competitiveness. The third sub-factor is innovation and creativity. Excellence fosters a spirit of innovation, creativity, and risk-taking, where organizations encourage experimentation, exploration, and entrepreneurial thinking. It involves investing in research and development, fostering collaboration and idea sharing, and creating an environment where new ideas can flourish and drive breakthroughs in products, services, and processes. The fourth sub-factor is customer centricity. Excellence is closely linked to customer centricity, where organizations prioritize understanding and fulfilling customer needs, preferences, and expectations. It involves listening to customer feedbacks, anticipating future trends, and proactively innovating to deliver products, services, and experiences that exceed customer expectations and create lasting value. The fifth sub-factor is measurable results. Excellence is the tangible outcome that can be measured, evaluated, and recognized. It involves defining key performance indicators, KPIs, tracking progress against goals, and celebrating achievements to reinforce a culture of excellence and motivate further improvement. Excellence and superiority represent a commitment to surpassing expectations, driving innovation, continuously raising the bar for performance, quality, and customer satisfaction. By embracing excellence as a core value and strategic imperative, the organizations can differentiate themselves, build competitive advantage, and sustain long-term success in today's dynamic and competitive business environment. The fourth factor is customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is closely linked with quality, and it provides loyalty. It focuses on understanding and fulfilling customer needs, preferences, and expectations to deliver products and services that delight and exceed customer expectations. Customer satisfaction is a fundamental concept that emphasizes meeting or exceeding the expectations and requirements of customers. It has 7 sub-factors. Let's look at them in detail. The first sub-factor is focus on customer needs. This factor places a strong emphasis on understanding and fulfilling customer needs, preferences, and expectations. It involves actively listening to customers, soliciting feedback, and incorporating customer input into product design, development, and service delivery processes. The second sub-factor is meeting customer requirements. It aims to ensure that products and services meet the specified requirements and standards set by the customers. This involves aligning the features, performance, and quality attributes of products and services with the needs and expectations of target customer segments. The third sub-factor is delivering value. Customer satisfaction is not solely about meeting technical specifications, but also delivering value that exceeds the customer's perceived benefits relative to that price paid. It involves providing superior benefits, features, and experiences that justify the customer's investment and contribute to long-term loyalty and retention. The fourth sub-factor is continuous improvement. It is a continuous process of improvement aimed at enhancing customer satisfaction and loyalty. It involves monitoring customer feedback, analyzing performance metrics, and identifying opportunities for involvement in products, services, and processes to better meet customer needs and expectations over time. The fifth sub-factor is quality of service. Customer satisfaction emphasizes delivering high-quality service experiences that leave a positive impression on customers. This includes aspects such as responsiveness, reliability, professionalism, empathy, and attention to detail in customer interactions, inquiries, complaints, handling, and problem resolution. The sixth sub-factor is customer relationship management. It involves building and nurturing strong relationships with customers based on trust, transparency, and mutual respect. It entails fostering open communication channels, anticipating customer needs, and proactively addressing issues to enhance satisfaction and loyalty. The seventh sub-factor is measuring customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction utilizes various tools and techniques to measure and assess customer satisfaction levels objectively. This may include surveys, feedback forms, net promoter scores, customer satisfaction scores, and other quantitative and qualitative methods to gauge customer perceptions and sentiments accurately. This factor engages and motivates employees in delivering superior customer satisfaction. It involves investing in employee training, empowerment, and recognition programs to enable frontline staff to deliver exceptional service experiences that delight customers and foster loyalty. The fifth factor for the concept of quality is value proposition. Quality involves providing customers with superior benefits, advantages, and experiences that justify their investment and contribute to long-term relationships or loyalty. Value proposition is a promise that articulates the unique value and benefits that a product, service, or offering provides to its target customers. It serves as a compelling reason why customers should choose a particular solution over competing alternatives. It serves as a strategic tool for organizations to differentiate their offerings, attract customers, and create sustainable competitive advantage in the marketplace. By clearly communicating the unique value and benefit of their products or services, organizations can effectively engage customers, derive purchase decisions, and build long-term relationships and loyalty. The first sub-factor is the identification of customer needs. Value proposition begins with a deep understanding of the needs, challenges, and preferences of the target customer segment. By identifying and analyzing customer pain points, desires, and unmet needs, organizations can develop solutions that address specific customer problems and deliver tangible benefits. The second sub-factor is unique value proposition. Value proposition highlights the distinctive features, attributes, or benefits that set a product or service apart from its competitors. It emphasizes what makes the offering unique, relevant, and valuable to customers, positioning it as the preferred choice in the marketplace. The third sub-factor is customer-centric approach. Value proposition is customer-centric, focusing on meeting the needs and preferences of the target audience. It evolves based on customer feedback, market insights, and changes in customer preferences, ensuring that the offering remains relevant and compelling over time. The fourth sub-factor is alignment with customer values. Value proposition aligns with the values, beliefs, and aspirations of the target customer segment. It appeals to their emotions, motivations, and aspirations, creating an emotional connection and fostering loyalty and advocacy for the brand. The fifth sub-factor is clear and compelling message. Value proposition communicates the key benefits and value propositions of the offerings in a clear, concise, and compelling manner. It uses simple language and resonates with the target audience, capturing their attention and motivating them to learn more or take action. A value proposition addresses specific pain points and challenges faced by the customers, demonstrating how the offering can alleviate these problems and improve their lives or businesses. It focuses on delivering meaningful solutions and outcomes that resonate with customer needs and priorities. The sixth sub-factor is tangible benefits and outcomes. Value proposition emphasizes the tangible benefits, outcomes, or results that customers can expect to achieve by using the product or service. It highlights the value proposition in terms of cost savings, efficiency gains, revenue growth, risk reduction, convenience, or other measurable metrics that demonstrate the value of the offering. Value proposition places the product or service as a superior choice compared to the competing alternatives in the market. It highlights the unique selling points, competitive advantages, and reasons why customers should choose the offering over rival products or services. Then the sixth concept of quality is reliability and consistency. The reliability and consistency of products and services ensure that the products perform consistently over time under different conditions and across various use cases without defects or deviations from expected performance levels. It refers to the ability of a product or service or process to perform consistently and dependably over time under various conditions and across multiple instances. It has 5 sub-factors. Let's look at them. The first sub-factor is consistent performance. Reliability and consistency entail delivering uniform and predictable performance across different situations, environments, and usage scenarios. It involves ensuring that the product or service consistently meets and exceeds specified standards, requirements, or expectations without significant fluctuations or deviations. The second sub-factor is dependability and trustworthiness. Reliability emphasizes dependability and trustworthiness of a product or service to perform as expected without unexpected failures, errors, or breakdowns. It involves instilling confidence and trust in customers, stakeholders, and users that the product or service will deliver consistent results over time. The third sub-factor is robustness and resilience. Reliability involves designing products, services, and processes to be robust and resilient in the face of changing conditions, stresses, or challenges. It entails anticipating potential failure modes, mitigating risks, and implementing contingency plans to maintain performance, functionality, in adverse situations. The fourth sub-factor is long-term performance. Reliability and consistency extend beyond short-term performance to encompass the long-term durability, stability, and sustainability of products or services. It involves designing for longevity and reliability-centered maintenance and lifecycle management to ensure sustained performance and value over time. Customer satisfaction and loyalty is the fifth sub-factor. Reliability and consistency are closely linked to customer satisfaction and loyalty. Consistently delivering reliable products or services that meet or exceed customer expectations fosters trust, satisfaction, and loyalty, leading to repeat purchases and long-term relationships with customers. So reliability and consistency are essential attributes of quality that ensure products, services, or processes perform consistently, dependably, and predictably over time, thereby instilling confidence, trust, and satisfaction in customers and stakeholders. Organizations that prioritize reliability and consistency can enhance their competitiveness, reputation, and success in the marketplace. The seventh factor is continuous improvement. It is very important in quality. Quality is a journey of continuous improvement and innovation. It involves fostering a culture of learning, feedback, and adaptation to identify opportunities for enhancement, address weaknesses, and drive ongoing progress and excellence. Continuous improvement, also known as continual improvement or continuous improvement processes, CIP, is a fundamental principle in quality management and organizational development. It involves ongoing efforts to enhance processes, products, services, or practices incrementally over time. Here is a detailed explanation of continuous improvement with sub-factors. 7.1, the first sub-factor is the iterative approach. Continuous improvement is based on iterative approach, where organizations systematically identify opportunities for improvement, implement changes, evaluate outcomes, and then repeat the process to make further refinements. It emphasizes the cycle of planning, implementing, measuring, and adjusting to drive ongoing process and innovation. 7.2, the second sub-factor is very, very important. It is Kaizen philosophy. Continuous improvement is rooted in the Kaizen philosophy, which originated in Japan and emphasizes the importance of small, incremental changes made by all employees to improve efficiency, quality, and productivity. It involves empowering employees at all levels to identify problems, propose solutions, and participate in improvement initiatives. Then as a third sub-factor, we have quality management systems. Continuous improvement is a core component of quality management systems such as Total Quality Management (TQM), Lean Six Sigma, and ISO 9001. These systems provide frameworks, methodologies, and tools for systematically identifying, analyzing, and addressing opportunities for improvement to enhance organizational performance and customer satisfaction. The fourth subfactor is data-driven decision-making. Continuous improvement relies on data-driven decision-making, where organizations collect, analyze, and utilize data to identify trends, patterns, and areas for improvement. It involves using metrics, key performance indicators, KPIs, and feedback mechanisms to measure performance, track progress, and identify opportunities for optimization. As the fifth subfactor, employee involvement and engagement. Continuous improvement fosters a culture of employee involvement, empowerment, and engagement, where all members of the organization are encouraged to contribute ideas, provide feedback, and participate in improvement initiatives. It involves creating a supportive environment that values innovation, creativity, and collaboration. The sixth subfactor is customer focus. Continuous improvement is driven by a customer-centric mindset, where organizations prioritize understanding and fulfilling customer needs, preferences, and expectations. It involves soliciting customer feedback, identifying areas for improvement in products, services, or experiences, and implementing changes to enhance customer satisfaction and loyalty. The seventh subfactor is lean principles. It is very important too. Continuous improvement often incorporates lean principles, which focus on eliminating waste, optimizing processes, and maximizing value for customers. It involves identifying and eliminating non-value-added activities, streamlining workflows, and improving efficiency to deliver higher quality products and services at lower costs. The last one is cultural transformation. Continuous improvement requires a cultural transformation within organizations, where improvement becomes ingrained in the organizational DNA. It involves leadership commitment, employee training, communication, and recognition programs to promote a mindset of continuous learning, innovation, and excellence. Continuous improvement is a dynamic and iterative process that drives organizational excellence, innovation, and competitiveness. By fostering a culture of continuous learning, adaptation, and improvement, organizations can achieve sustained success and meet the evolving needs and expectations of customers and stakeholders. When we look for the last concept of quality, it is risk management. It has 6 subfactors. Quality includes managing risks and mitigating potential issues or failures that could compromise product performance, safety, or customer satisfaction. It involves proactive identification, assessment, and mitigation of risks throughout the product lifecycle. Risk management involves identifying, assessing, mitigating, and monitoring risks that may impact the quality, performance, or success of the products, services, or processes. The first subfactor is identification of risks. Risk management begins with identifying potential risks or threats that could affect the quality, safety, or compliance of products, services, or processes. This involves systematically analyzing all aspects of the organization's operations, including design, development, manufacturing, testing, contributing, and use to identify potential sources of risk. The second subfactor is risk assessment. Once risks are identified, they are assessed based on their likelihood of occurrence, potential impact, and severity. This involves quantifying and prioritizing risks based on factors such as probability, severity, detectability, and potential consequences to determine which risks pose the greatest threat to quality and require immediate action. The third subfactor is risk mitigation strategies. After assessing risks, mitigation strategies are developed to reduce or eliminate the likelihood and impact of identified risks. This may involve implementing preventive measures, controls, or safeguards to mitigate risks, such as improving processes, enhancing quality control measures, implementing redundancy or backup systems, or providing additional training and resources to employees. The fourth sub-factor is monitoring and control. The risk management is an ongoing process that requires continuous monitoring and control to track the effectiveness of mitigation strategies and identify emerging risks. This involves establishing key performance indicators, thresholds, or triggers to monitor risk levels, conducting regular audits, inspections, or assessments to identify deviations or non-conformities, and taking corrective action as needed to address issues and maintain compliance with quality standards. The fifth sub-factor is documentation and reporting. Risk management involves documenting all aspects of the risk management process, including risk identification, assessment, mitigation strategies, and monitoring activities. This documentation provides a comprehensive record of risks and their management, facilitates communication and collaboration among stakeholders, and ensures transparency and accountability in decision making. The sixth sub-factor is continuous improvement. Finally, risk management is a continuous process that requires ongoing evaluation, review, and improvement to adapt to changing circumstances, emerging risks, and lessons learned from past experiences. This involves conducting post-implementation reviews, analyzing root causes of issues or failures, and implementing corrective actions to prevent recurrence and enhance the effectiveness of risk management practices. Risk management is essential for ensuring the quality, safety, and compliance of products, services, or processes by systematically identifying, assessing, mitigating, and monitoring risks throughout the product lifecycle. By proactively managing risks, organizations can minimize disruptions, protect their reputation, and enhance customer satisfaction and trust. The concept of quality is a dynamic, holistic, multifaceted, encompassing various dimensions, perspectives, and stakeholders' interests. It represents a commitment to excellence, customer satisfaction, and continuous improvement in all aspects of business, operations, and product or service delivery. And this is the end of session 2, Module 1, Quality and Quality Control. We covered Chapter 1, the birth of quality. Thank you for attending this session. Hope to see you again in the next video.